the welterweight division because he put on a pretty good show against Sugar Ray Leonard one night.
Yes, he did. He gave Ray Leonard one of Ray's tougher fights when he was a welterweight. And everybody up in Boston, you know, Ray Leonard was on the deck in that fight, and everybody up in Boston says it was a clean knockdown, and other people say that it was ruled a slip, so you take your pick.
Well, it is Micky Ward in the white trunks. He's 12-0 with 8 knockouts, 21 years of age.
Don't hold him.
And
Don't hold
his
him.
opponent, Kelly
Protect
Koble,
yourself at all times.
with a record of 12 wins, 5 defeats, 6 knockouts in his 12 victories, and 1 draw on the record. He's from San Jose, California, the more experienced fighter of the two, both in age and in the number of pro fights he's had. He's 27 years of age. Came in at 142, and Micky Ward at 139. He is trained, Koble is, by Jeff Droja.
Tim, all of the fight fans in the New England area are really excited about this kid, Micky Ward. They think they may have another world champion on their hands. He's only had 12 fights. Very, very good puncher, good movement. Could improve his defense a little bit.
Now, don't be fooled by the lighter look in the background and the empty seats. This fight took place earlier on the card. It is now getting gradually darker as the sun sinks behind us. But this fight videotaped a little earlier, before most of the crowd had arrived. And we have nearly a full house now around us. But Micky Ward and Kelly Koble getting an opportunity to fight on the Hagler-Leonard card, and particularly for Ward, because he is so highly regarded, an opportunity to show his wares with all of the boxing community on hand.
You know, Tim, one of the fight hangers-on asked Bob Arum, do you have a couple of comps? So Bob says, hey, come in and take any empty seat in the house.
Pretty good reply tonight. They can find an empty seat tonight. They'll have to use a can opener. This is round 1, scheduled for 8. These are two young 140-pounders. Early on in their career, Micky Ward. And so far, the pressure in this first round was put on by Kelly Koble, who did most of the forcing of the action, and Ward content to counterpunch, and without a whole lot of activity in this first round. We're under the 30-second mark.
You know, you talk about young kids getting nervous, and they used to talk about gardenitis, and I've seen Micky Ward fight before, and he's normally a walk-in puncher, very, very active. Today he seems very tentative and very stiff.
Well, it's not surprising, I suppose, for any of the youngsters who will be on the card tonight as we come to the end of round number 1, because they are fully aware of what a momentous night this is in boxing, and they're a part of it. Might be a small one, but they're there, and that's the end of round number 1. Micky Ward in white, Kelly Koble in blue. Referee for this bout, Richard Steele, and the judges Lou Tabbitt, Art Lurie, and Cindy Barton.
Just take some deep breaths and relax. You don't know why yet. Just watch your mind, keep your hands up. Right. You feel good? Your legs are in great shape. Move right now. Stick hard, man. Stick hard. Boom, right there. Show me the bar. Double jab. All right? Bang, bang. All right? Show me the bar. This is you with those. Left hook. You don't need a lot yet. Just watch your mind, keep your hands up. All right? You feel good? Your legs are in great shape. Move right now. Stick hard, man. Stick hard. Boom, right there. Show me the bar. Double jab. All right? Bang, bang. All right? Show me the bar. This is you with those left hooks. I want the counter punch. Anytime he misses you, you're in position to punch. Make him pay. I want right hand, left hook.
Well, you heard first Dick Eklund talking to Micky Ward, and now Jeff Droja talking to Kelly Koble. The end of the first round, and the Nevada inspector on the ring apron. Scheduled for 8. Micky Ward in white, Kelly Koble in blue. Round 2.
Well, let's see if they follow their corner's instructions. Micky Ward was told to snap his jab and be the boss. Kelly Koble was told to wait till he misses and counter punch with a right hand, left hook. Well, there's the jab, but it's very, very short. It's not hitting anything. There it is again.
one would have to say that the 140-pound division is wide open these days. So either of these boxers, if they look impressive here tonight, could find themselves rather quickly up the ladder.
Well, Kelly Koble has already fought, he fought Andy Nance, who's a ranked 140 pound. They had Nance on the deck, and in the late round, he was stopped. But he's fought world-class guys. He's got the experience. Micky Ward's the young kid on the way up. I could say the young Irish kid on the way up. And
which ward is Ward from, you know, up there in Lowell, Mass?
You gotta work or get out. Don't hold it. Get your hand back. Don't hold him. Don't hold him.
There's two good body shots from. You can see he's got some natural skills. We just haven't seen him open up yet in this fight, but he throws his punches in fine fashion.
There's a lot of snap on his punches. When he lets them go, which he's not doing enough of so far this evening, but when he lets them go, they have plenty of snap.
Halfway through the second round, scheduled for 8. Uppercut from Ward.
His hands are quick.
Come on, punch to get out. Watch your head.
Tim, I don't think I've ever heard "watch your head" so much as I have in the last 3 days.
Isn't that amazing? You know, we've referred already to the Santos Curry conflict of heads it turned out to be on Saturday here in this very ring. And I don't know whether they've devised a new style or whether trainers are just not teaching the bob and weave anymore. But we've seen a lot of guys in position to be butted and a lot of guys doing the butting. That bell, by the way, don't be distracted, is from the live bout. We're looking at this pre-recorded contest between Micky Ward and Kelly Koble. 30-second mark of round number 2. So far, the pressure, such as it's been, has come from Kelly Koble. Ward's been content to counterpunch and has seldom thrown more than 1 or 2 punches at a time.
Waits too long to punch him. He allows Koble to throw 3-4 punches without punching back. That's the way you lose rounds.
Final seconds of round number 2. Richard Steele, the referee, will be working the main event. Marvelous Marvin Hagler and Ray Leonard coming up live this evening. The reason why you were all assembled all over the world to watch the fight everyone's been waiting for.
That's the last time you got. Don't keep your hands up like that too much and you throw tune on it. He's right there, right? Like this.
Dick Eklund with the counsel for his brother Micky Ward.
This is you right here now. You got to throw the
Dick Eklund is another fighter
one good punch in the liver,
like Davey Moore.
taking a step back.
A very, very
Bing,
talented
bing, bing.
fighter. Just
2,
was
3,
never
4, and
active
then use
enough.
that jab.
I think he could have had a great career with better management.
When you get him on the
Dick
ropes,
Eklund, Joe
don't lean on
Clancy's talking
him,
about.
or let him lean on
His
you.
voice you can hear.
That's the time to step over.
And now we're in the
Either way,
corner of
hit him
Kelly
a hook or
Koble.
hit him a right hand. Okay?
And a look at the arena as it was back at about 5 o'clock, nearly 2 hours ago, when this fight took place. It is now virtually full. The people are still coming in, but there are very few vacant seats to be seen. Round 3 of this junior welterweight bout in the white trunks, Micky Ward, in the blue trunks, Kelly Koble. Koble from San Jose, Micky Ward from Lowell, Mass. Coast apart, these lads live.
As Kelly Koble edges forward, Micky Ward edges back, keeps taking those little half steps back. There, he's just giving points away there, Tim. 3-punch combination by Koble, no response from Micky Ward. There's 2 more. Still hasn't moved his hands. And we know that he can punch. Has quick hands. I don't know why he's not using them. Reminds me a little bit of Ken Buchanan, who was a lightweight champion of the world from Scotland. And a good fighter.
Now there's the memory bank one for you. What a great night that was. When you talk about big fight nights, Roberto Duran and Ken Buchanan at Madison Square Garden.
Wasn't such a great night for me, Tim. I trained Buchanan.
I know that.
Thank you.
Was not a great night for Buchanan either. Hurt him more than it hurt you.
Yeah, now Micky Ward has gone southward. Do you think this is the New England air or what? I mean, these guys, Hagler switches back and forth. Micky Ward switches back and forth.
Come on, let him go, let him go, let him go, let him go. Don't hold him. Let him go.
Koble scoring on that inside action, and that backs Ward out of there. Right back in for more, but Ward has just not been able to, or willing to, put combinations together to put any pressure on Koble. Final minute of round number 3. There's a solid right by Ward. Good counterpunch.
Doing very well as a southpaw, Tim. See, the time to punch, though, is when the other guy's punching. If you catch the guy when he's punching, that's when you can really hurt him. And that's what Ward is not doing enough of. There's the time. Stepped right in behind Koble's right hand. Now he's back to orthodox style again.
At the end of round number 3 of the scheduled 8-rounder, Micky Ward from Lowell, Massachusetts. Kelly Koble from San Jose, California.
He ain't hurt. He's standing point. He's standing point for him. Yeah, swallow.
Some action back from round number 3. You see Koble reaching for the body and landing those body blows.
And no reply from Micky Ward.
Kelly Koble getting a little Vaseline around the eyes. I don't believe he's been cut.
Bleeding from the nose, Tim.
A little blood from the nose, that's it. And there's a good look at Micky Ward from Lowell, Mass.
Tim, all Irishmen, you don't have to say they're good looking. You know, there's some guys that just average
No, I
looking.
said it was a good look at.
Oh, I thought you said he was good looking.
No, no, I mean,
Excuse me.
I leave that to his mommy and his daddy.
Oh, all right. No, okay, that's
or his
fair.
girlfriend.
Yeah, speak a little more clearly, though, will you please?
Ward in white, Koble in blue. This is round 4. Scheduled 8-rounder at 140 pounds. The unbeaten Micky Ward so far has been unimpressive through 3 rounds. Although you can see he's got natural skills and sharp punches, does not use them to any real effect thus far.
Now back as a southpaw again. Now back orthodox. Have to really pay attention. Has that nice snap at the end of his punches, though.
Oh, there's a solid right. Flash knockdown, and they're going to rule it as such. Richard Steele, the referee, says yes, he went down. It looked like his knee touched the canvas, and that's a knockdown.
Knee and his glove, Tim.
Okay.
Rightly so, rule the knockdown. Beautiful right-hand counter over a jab.
Now Ward comes in leading the action now, having scored the knockdown early in round number 4. Koble didn't appear to be hurt by it, but it was indeed a clean knockdown.
Well, he got his attention, I'll tell you that, Tim.
That's for sure.
And it built Ward's confidence. The adrenaline goes. Changes things around a little bit. See, you're watching a more alive Micky Ward right now. Now he's throwing the combination. See, there's confidence now. Look at that left hand where it is.
Punch it, get out. Punch it, get out.
Beautiful combination.
Well, that was a
right
tandem.
hand, and 2 left hooks. Oh, another straight right hand. Good left hook.
Best punching of the night by Ward, initiating the action and scoring perfectly.
Now you're seeing the real Micky Ward.
Now there's some blood apparently on the face of Koble. And another right.
Beautiful left hands underneath, too.
Looks like a different fighter in this round.
All right, let him go, break. Step
It
back.
used to be Gardenitis, now it's Caesar's palacitis. But he recovered.
Understandable for him to be tight, both of them. Tense here.
Punch away out, don't hold
Even
it.
though the crowd was sparse this early in the day, they full well knew where they were.
Tim, he's doing a job on Koble right now. Body shots. Look at those left hands underneath.
And quite a bit of blood now on the face of Koble, and he wipes some away.
Very, very badly cut right eye, Tim. You just hate to see this with young fighters.
Final second.
That's wide open, that cut. Wide open.
Great.
At the end of round 4, they'll take a close look at this gash over the right eye of Kelly Koble.
Sit and breathe.
And it's Dr. Donald Romeo. He's not in your view, but he is in the corner.
Red shirt.
As the trainer is trying desperately to stop it. You can see the severity of the cut. And that's Dr. Romeo's voice saying that's all. Ugly gash. And unfortunate finish for Kelly Koble. So Micky Ward, who just kind of ambled through the first 3 rounds, obviously a little nervous and tight, winds up putting tremendous pressure on Koble in the 4th round to the point where the severe eye cut, forcing the Dr. Donald Romeo to stop the fight in the corner. And going back into this 4th round, some of the flash and punching power of Micky Ward, now unbeaten in 13 bouts.
Here we're going to see it again. Right hand over the jab. There goes his glove onto the canvas. Legitimate knockdown.
And there's that solid left hook that may have opened the cut. Certainly would have aggravated if he was already cut. You see it in super slow-mo. And Micky Ward knowing he had Koble in trouble as he backed up. So Micky Ward, after a slow start, has a fast finish. And the knockout TKO scored after the 4th round as the doctor would not allow the fight to continue. And Micky Ward from Lowell, Massachusetts moves to 13-0 and a prospect to be watched in the junior welterweight division at 140 pounds.
Referee Richard Steele stops the bout at the end of the 4th round. Winner by a TKO in the 4th round, Micky Ward.
There's your TKO winner, Micky Ward. And as you can see, we have advanced in time here.